Studies find promising cancer-fighting potential within avocados. By Paul Fassa. Maybe you don't know that avocados are already considered a superfood, meaning it is exceptionally nutrient-dense compared to other foods. The myth of fat dangers has held them in a bad light until that 50-plus-year-old medical myth began eroding recently. It is not only nutrient-dense for daily nutritional requirements, a superfood can have disease-deterring qualities and even contribute to reversing certain diseases. So in addition to its superfood status proclaimed a few years ago, studies keep discovering more benefits. A 2015 study discovered that a specific type of leukemia cancer cell, AML, acute myeloid leukemia, is killed by converting its infinite or non-death status to apoptosis, self-destruction, without harming the healthy biological and biochemical environment. By the way, avocados are actually fruits with healthy fatty acids that don't make you fat and the brain needs. What is AML? This from the U.S. National Institutes of Health's, NIH, Library of Medicine. AML is the most common type of acute leukemia in adults. This type of cancer usually gets worse quickly if it is not treated. Possible risk factors include smoking, previous chemotherapy treatment, and exposure to radiation. There you have it. Even the NIH admits conventional cancer treatments are carcinogenic. Healthy cells undergo apoptosis to make room for newly created fresh cells. Cancer cells don't have this apoptosis system programmed, they're programmed to last forever and expand. It is loosely considered an infinite cell life. Converting cancer cells into programmed apoptosis is characteristic of most natural alternative methods of killing cancer cells. In this way, only cancer cells are targeted for destruction. Healthy cells remain that way, healthy and intact. Chemotherapy is like a military scorched earth strategy of wiping out the environment of its enemy. Lots of collateral damage. In the case of cancer, lots of healthy cells killed along with some cancer cells. Avocados fight cancer. The study that isolated avocados compound avocadin B to observe its effect on AML cells conversion to apoptosis mode started with this line: treatment regimens for acute myeloid leukemia, AML, continue to offer weak clinical outcomes. Translation: Big Pharma has nothing that is effective and safe for treating AML. How far Big Pharma might go to take a stab at synthetically creating avocadin B is anybody's guess. But this research was primarily out of the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada, where the focus has been on developing nutraceuticals, or naturally derived condensed extracts. An example of a nutraceutical is laetrile that's extracted from amygdalin in apricot seed kernels. It's so effective on cancer it is banned in the USA while Mexican cancer clinics and others use it frequently. Stateside gringos are forced to go it alone and eat bunches of easily purchased online apricot kernels, 24 to 30. The foods are not banned as long as they're cancer-curing amygdalin compounds, which have a unique way of targeting cancer cells, are not promoted for curing cancer. And just because the University of Waterloo focused on ALM doesn't mean avocadin B is apoptosis converting to only that type of cancer cells. So while the possibility of avocadin B nutraceuticals appearing sometime looms, be assured that eating avocados is healthier than previously known. How to eat avocado for its optimum benefits. When an avocado is rightly ripe, slightly soft to the touch with the skin beginning to turn black, cut it open and pop out the pit by hacking it with a medium-large sharp knife, then twisting the pit with the knife and pulling it out. Don't hack your wrist or fingers in the process. Cut the halves into quarters and literally peel the skin off with your fingers to allow the flesh closest to the skin to remain intact. That's where a lot of the carotenoid nutritional content is found. I used to drown my avocado halves or slices in olive oil and vinegar until a Mexican fellow showed me a quicker, easier way. First he grabbed the salt, proclaiming there is no avocado without salt. He liberally salted his half without the pit and scooped it out with a spoon, scraping the skin, then into his mouth. I thought that was kinda gross. But later I tried it and found it tasty. Avocado has its own healthy oil. It doesn't need any other. There are even avocado oils in the marketplace. Liberal sprinkling of real unprocessed sea salt is all that's needed for a quick, easy, healthy treat. Paul Fassa is a contributing staff writer for realpharmacy.com. His pet peeves are the medical mafia's control over health and the food industry and government regulatory agencies' corruption. Paul's valiant contributions to the health movement and global paradigm shift are world-renowned. Links in description.